Buenos días a todos y bienvenidos al capítulo número 48 de Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. En el capítulo anterior pues conseguimos el módulo segador con bastante esfuerzo, ya que estaba lleno de gente adoctrinada que se había transformado en cascarones, y conseguimos un nuevo miembro, un nuevo aliado, que es un Geth, que por alguna razón dice que hay como dos culturas Geth, uno que nos atacó durante el juego de Mass Effect 1, que está a favor de los segadores, y otro que se mantienen en su mundo de origen, que están quietecitos. Si no les atacan, pues no atacan, y están en contra de los segadores. Así que tenemos un nuevo aliado. Ahora vamos a hacer la misión de lealtad de Tali, que si recordáis la habían acusado de traidora, y bueno, vamos a ir a por ella. Vamos a ir al juicio. Y lógicamente estaba esperando hacer esta misión principal para poder llevar al nuevo miembro del equipo Geth dentro de las naves de los quarianos, ya que es una dicotomía bastante jodida eso de traer al enemigo a casa. A ver cómo se comportan los quarianos cuando vean un Geth que va con nosotros. Por eso estaba esperando. También quiero preguntaros una cosita, y es: después de este juego pues vamos a hacer el Mass Effect 3, pero ¿queréis que lo haga nada más la importación de esta partida, o si me permitís unos días para que haga con los datos guardados el juego normal y después empezar como si fuera en New Game Plus, ya que en New Game Plus hay ciertas cosas que no aparecen en el juego base? O sea, en la primera vez que recorres el juego, que básicamente es poder mejorar las armas mucho más, y bueno, así también tendríamos un nivel un poco más adecuado para dificultad locura, ya que el Mass Effect 3 en dificultad locura es bastante locura. Este más o menos te lo puedes pasar tranquilamente, el Mass Effect 2, pero el Mass Effect 3 sí que ya tiene más miga. Bueno, vamos a ir ahí vamos a ir a la Flota Nómada, que es... la Flota Nómada reúne a 50.000 naves que transportan a más de 17 millones de quarianos, y es la concentración más numerosa de naves espaciales que se conoce en la galaxia. Aunque los quarianos en peregrinaje han visitado la mayoría de los mundos colonizados, son muy pocos los miembros de otras razas que han entrado en una de las naves quarianas, y vamos a ser nosotros uno de los pocos que entremos ahí. Vale, podemos llevar a Tali y lógicamente vamos a llevar a Legión. Ahí está. Ya vamos a asignarle... aquí está. Los puntos a Legión. Tenemos... Vamos a empezar con la habilidad base del Geth. Y ahora vamos a elegir a... ¿qué habilidades le ponemos? Vamos a ver qué tengo apuntado. Aquí está. Vale, había seleccionado a tropa Geth, que básicamente en vez de subir el daño de armas le vamos a subir la salud, básicamente. De armas va bastante bien porque creo que lleva rifle, francotirador y fusil de asalto, así que no hay mucho problema. Vamos a subirle lógicamente el pirateo al máximo, y en el pirateo lo vamos a poner como Tali, el mejorado básicamente. Vale. Después vamos a ponerle un puntito aquí, y el resto va a ir para mejora de escudo Geth, básicamente. Y bueno, ya estaría. Tali... Bueno, Tali no, lo íbamos a reservar para el drenaje de energía, es verdad. Después de esta misión ya se desbloquea esta habilidad. Vale. Esto hay que cambiarlo. El mato, le vamos a poner el fusil Geth, y aquí el incisor. Habíamos desbloqueado esta investigación para meterle un Widow, un francotirador Widow, como el que llevamos nosotros. Tali está bien, las falas y la escopeta, y nosotros vamos bien. Vale, vamos allá.
This is Talizora Vasnimanaraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
I don't think it's a good idea to bring a
¿Cómo que no ha sido una buena idea traerlo?
Get that damn thing off my ship before you start an incident that makes the Ascension Project fiasco with Cerberus.
You're defending your ship. I respect that. But don't try to intimidate me, Captain.
No lo intentes.
Or what?
Alright, take off this mask and breathe germs all over your nice, clean ship.
I'm letting you aboard as a favor to Tali. The Geth is too much. Leave it on your ship.
Deberás dispararnos a los dos.
This is your ship and I'm a guest. But Legion is part of my team. Unless you want to shoot me, we're both coming aboard.
Or I could kick you both off. No one here likes Geth or Cerberus. I can't guarantee your
Pero
safety.
yo no soy de
I can
Cerberus.
guide them away from the more militant elements of the crew.
There are a lot more militants these days, Talizora. And given the charges against you, it's only getting worse.
What do you mean?
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
¿Qué hiciste?
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Ah, se me olvidó una cosa. Habíamos desbloqueado varios códices y claro, hay que leerlo. Aquí. Econaves de los quarianos. En las naves quarianas hay muy pocos espacios abiertos. Las econaves son la excepción. Cada una es una enorme planta hidropónica en la que se cultivan miles de toneladas de cosechas de alimentos básicos modificados genéticamente, con luz artificial y un suelo muy enriquecido. La superficie de una econave está cuajada de cubiertas de atraque para que el mayor número posible de transbordadores puedan distribuir la comida por toda la flotilla a diario. Cuando se reciben, las cosechas se esterilizan con radiación. Se trituran hasta convertirlas en pastas nutritivas y se bombean a los trajes quarianos mediante tubos de alimentación. ¡Ah! ¡Qué forma más desagradable de comer! A su vez, los productos de desecho que puedan utilizarse como fertilizante o abono se devuelven a las econaves gracias a un eficiente, aunque oloroso, programa de reciclaje. Bueno, son eficientes a nivel ecológico. Las econaves no albergan animales. Los quarianos llevan una dieta vegetariana, no por ética, sino por pragmatismo. Los animales en cautividad requieren espacio para vivir y consumen grandes cantidades de agua y materia vegetal. Los quarianos no se pueden permitir una proporción recurso-caloría tan poco eficiente, por no hablar de las enfermedades de los animales vivos o los posibles alérgenos. Como resultado de ello, cuando la flotilla llega a un sistema estelar en el que la vida está basada en los mismos aminoácidos destrógiros que los quarianos consumen, las pastas hechas de proteínas animales alcanzan unos precios exorbitantes y los vendedores se suelen ver asaltados por turbas de quarianos ávidos de una nueva sensación gustativa. El malestar que suele seguir a estos atracones tiene casi la misma consideración que la resaca en la cultura humana. Son dolorosos, pero eso es parte de la experiencia del exceso. Eso quiere decir que nunca bebáis demasiado alcohol. Y vale, esto ya está. Y solo teníamos que leer eso. Ah, no, espera, porque me pone que hay algo nuevo. Ah, aquí, especies fuera del consejo. Geth herejes. Las conversaciones con los programas Geth llamados Legión han sacado a la luz un profundo cisma en la sociedad Geth. Cuando Saren Arterius abordó a los Geth en el acorazado soberano, algunos decidieron seguirlo, pero la mayoría no lo hizo. Se permitió a los seguidores de Saren que abandonaran la sociedad Geth, pero se les tachó de herejes. Esta revelación tiene varias implicaciones. En primer lugar, la mayoría de los Geth decidió no atacar a la sociedad orgánica. En segundo lugar, las fuerzas Geth que las flotas del Consejo y de la Alianza habían combatido los últimos 2 años solo representan una pequeña parte de su potencial económico y militar. Quizá ni el 5% de la sociedad Geth. En tercer lugar, el cisma sugiere que cada Geth posee más libre albedrío y quizá más personalidad de lo que se sospechaba. Sin esta individualidad, ningún Geth podría haberse desviado de la decisión del grupo de unirse a la misión de Saren o rechazarla. No podría haber habido una división. Claro, todos pensarían igual. Por último está el asunto de la palabra elegida por Legión. Los Geth emplearon la palabra hereje para describir a los seguidores de Saren. De las muchas palabras que Legión podría haber escogido, inconformistas, disidentes, rebeldes, etc., solo la palabra hereje sugiere la existencia de una filosofía o religión Geth aceptada por la mayoría, que las acciones de los aliados de Saren violaron la ortodoxia. Y ahora sí, vale, creo que ya estaría, ¿no? Sí, ya hemos terminado con el códice.
I can't believe they're charging Tali's order.
The captain let a Geth onto the ship. I'm lodging a complaint.
Pues pon las quejas. Salaram.
Tali's order Vas Normandy.
Vas Normandy.
I am glad you came.
La habéis degradado a una nave humana. Entonces, qué raro.
Auntie Ron, Shepherd Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Vale, aquí hay que indicar un poco de la cultura quariana. Los quarianos es el nombre, Vas y la nave a la que perteneces. Tali era Tali Zora Vas Ranaya o algo así, que era la nave de origen, antes del peregrinaje. Cuando hizo la peregrinación, pues al parecer eligió la nave Nima para pertenecer a su grupo y el capitán la aceptó en su nave. Por lo tanto era Tali Zora Vas Nima. Y ahora, al parecer, como se fue con nosotros, ya dejó a un lado las naves quarianas y es Vas Normandy porque pertenece a la tripulación de la Normandía. ¿Qué significa su nombre?
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
¿Y participas en el juicio?
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine Father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Bueno, pues deberíamos entrar.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counsel?
Así que no vamos a
Someone who
tener
speaks for her
muchos
side?
aliados en el juicio.
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense.
Así que vamos a ser como sus abogados. Bueno, me siento honrado, aunque no tengo ni idea de cómo son los juicios quarianos.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Joder, qué palo da ver un Geth alrededor de quarianos. Me parece raro que a uno le hayan pegado un tiro.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kill us alive. The accused Tali of Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Security. A Geth is present in the courtroom. Does Tali think to effect this hearing with threats?
Captain Donna allowed the Geth aboard. Do you intend to second-guess the Raya's captain, Admiral Chorus?
Objection withdrawn.
Shepherd Normandy. Your crew member Tali stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Bueno, será un placer. Aquí, como tenemos bastante virtud, pues vamos a aprovecharlo.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Talizora Vasnima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Pues que es inocente.
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent
No
was
muevas
disabled
tanto
and
las manos
harmless.
que pareces
Then
culpable
explain
o nerviosa.
how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Los Geth, hay Geth en la nave del padre.
What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have
Así que están
killed
muertos,
everyone
básicamente.
on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Necesitamos ayuda.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship. So far,
No saben
without
enfrentarse a
success.
un puñado de
Shepard,
Geth,
we
en
have to
serio.
take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy
Va a ser
the
que no,
ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile,
I'm looking for my father, you bastards!
Bueno, supongo
You
que
intend
Boster
to retake
será como
the
hijo de
Alarai
puta.
from the Geth. This
Lo voy a
proposal is
interpretar así.
extremely dangerous.
Pues debemos ir por el bien de Tali.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
we can discuss that later.
Prefiero que no
Then
muera.
it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
¿Y estás bien?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you. even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
¿Hablamos con la gente?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Bueno, pues vamos.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Bueno, llevamos a otro Geth con nosotros, malo será. Antes de nada, pues vamos a hablar con la gente. Víctor, este era el que habíamos rescatado en la colonia humana, creo.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
¿Hablarás en favor de Tali?
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to
Sigue
talk in
siendo
a
tan
crowd.
nervioso como siempre.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor.
¿Y tienes más información?
Do you remember anything else about the collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back.
Tranquilo y
It's
no
okay.
regreses a esos
want
recuerdos.
to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Bueno, espero que estés mejor.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Vale. No, antes pues vamos a hablar con Cal Rieger, que este era el... bueno, capitán o comandante, el que estaba con Tali en la misión donde la reclutamos,
Cal Rieger.
que había pillado una
Shepard,
infección.
Tali, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Vamos a investigar un poco. ¿Qué haces aquí?
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts,
Me
ma'am.
acabo de dar cuenta de una cosa. Estamos en la nave donde antes vivía Tali, en la Raya. ¿Y puedes ayudarme?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank
Así
you.
que gracias a él tenemos la misión de abordar una nave controlada por los Geth. No está mal. ¿Cómo va tu salud?
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
Luchar es un riesgo para ti, bueno, y para cualquier quariano.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Así que son un poco debiluchos en combates, bueno, directos. ¿Y sabes algo más de la energía oscura?
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
¿Y crees que los Geth hicieron algo al sol?
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
Molaría que en el caso de que hubiese un Mass Effect 4 que borrara, que mejorara los finales del 3 y que eliminara la historia de la Andrómeda, pues que tuviera que ver con, yo que sé, una especie extraterrestre que, bueno, que fuera el causante de estos, del fallo del sol, que pudieran controlar la energía oscura. Molaría. ¿Y es un problema grave?
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Es que hay un pequeño problema con estas cosas. La galaxia es muy grande. Para viajar usan los relés de efecto de masa, que es básicamente dar un salto temporal, bueno, espacio-tiempo, de un punto a otro muy lejos, en un instante. Claro, para hacer esos puntos antes hay que viajar convencionalmente hasta ahí y fabricar otro relé que comunique con los otros. Con lo cual, a menos que alguien haya ido hasta ahí y haya hecho el relé, pues es muy complicado pues explorar la galaxia, por así decirlo. Aunque es verdad que hay zonas de la galaxia que aún no se han explorado y no se ha descubierto el relé y las coordenadas exactas de esos relés. Así que bueno, aún puede dar paso a nuevos descubrimientos del sistema, bueno, de la galaxia.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Es más, el Consejo prohibió específicamente activar relés que no se sabe exactamente a dónde llevan, por si abren la entrada a fuerzas extraterrestres, bueno, peligrosas. Por eso hubo la guerra de los Ragnar. Abrieron un relé y de ahí salieron los Ragnar. Pues podían haber hecho algo así para un Mass Effect 4, por ejemplo. No sería con una historia tan profunda como con los segadores, con un ciclo de aniquilación, pero bueno, no estaría mal. Podían darle más miga. Bueno, vamos a hablar ahora con el almirante Shem. Bueno, la almirante Shem.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
What a wonderful specimen this is. Geth's shell overstanding.
No es una carcasa Geth, es un Geth.
Geth to work with you?
Pregúntaselo tú.
Legion is working with me voluntarily. It's part of my team.
It has a name. Fascinating. The things I could learn under slightly different circumstances.
This platform is not available for experimentation.
Charming. I am pleased to see that the humans, at least, have not abandoned synthetics. This whole trial is a farce born of fear.
Vamos a investigar un poco. ¿Qué sabes de la nave laboratorio a la que tenemos que ir?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Vamos a tener buenos combates, de entre 10 a 50 Geth. Opiniones sobre los Geth.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
¿Y crees que Rael tenía razón?
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood
Son
toy.
seres sintientes, aunque no sean orgánicos, sienten y padecen.
Travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
En el momento en el cual tiene conciencia, eso ya no se cumple. No es el propósito dado por su dueño. Pueden programarse a sí mismos. Con lo cual son como la especie humana. Y esto cómo cambia las cosas.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Así que antes había un equilibrio de poder y ahora se va a desbaratar todo. ¿Y la falta de interés en el juicio?
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
Así que estudias las inteligencias artificiales.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
Notice, I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful
Así
masters,
que los quiere piratear
the
para
Quarian
siempre.
race.
Y que vuelvan a ser sus marionetas.
Geth behavioral changes from hacking only last until programs are restored from archival copy. We judge this plan unsound, Creator Admiral.
For once, Legion, we agree.
We shall see, marvelous machine. We shall see.
Bueno,
Thank
adiós.
you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Vale, estos ya están.
Tali Zora arrived with a Geth. What more proof did the Admiral need?
Vale, tenemos otros 3 almirantes. Shalaran.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The Admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
Has llegado demasiado lejos.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Pues vamos a ver. Háblame de la nave laboratorio.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
Así que no tenemos ni idea.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
¿Qué relaciones tienes con su padre?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
¿Qué clase de burbuja?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Me recuerda a las burbujas que... Bueno, no sé si son de verdad. Había una película que había un niño el cual tenía también el sistema inmunológico debilitado y vivía en una burbuja, por así decirlo. Me recuerda a eso. ¿Y qué hay del padre de Tali?
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
Sí, en más SQ1.
Rael was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Así que no le prestaba mucha atención. ¿Qué necesitas de prueba?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
¿Y sobre las luchas internas de los almirantes?
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
Es una mala idea.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Los Geth tienen muchos grupos. Bueno, realmente solo conocemos a 2 grupos, pero bueno.
The Geth situation isn't as simple as you think. Not all of them worship the Reapers.
I don't think the other admirals would care about that. They want the homeworld back, and they want all Geth destroyed.
Shala, don't you want to see us retake the homeworld?
I don't think we can, Tali. But it may not be about what I think.
Bueno, pues adiós.
We should move on.
Bueno, nos quedan otros 2 almirantes. Este, el almirante Garrel, que en teoría es amigo del padre de Tali y está a favor de Tali, pero me caen mal sus pensamientos.
I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
Entonces, ¿estás con Tali?
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rael inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons against Geth material. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Vamos a investigar un poco sobre la nave laboratorio.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back.
Parece que no eran tan buenos.
Doing it blew up in his face. Our ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
¿Cuál es tu historia con tu padre, con su padre?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
¿Y qué pasó exactamente?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Qué interesante. Vale, háblame de los otros almirantes.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
When you didn't recognize Tali as Admiral Zen,
ya hemos hablado
she's on
con
the
ella.
fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
¿Y por qué Corris es tan malo?
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we
¿Ves?
were wrong
Ese es de
to
mi
try to
equipo.
destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. We don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Por un lado, Corris está en contra de Tali, con lo cual eso no me agrada. Pero por otro, me encantan sus pensamientos sobre los Geth. Vale, lucha interna entre los almirantes.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
Es una proposición muy arriesgada.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just
La
ride
mayoría de las
around doing
naves son
nothing.
civiles.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Bueno, razón no le falta en esa parte. Hay diversas facciones dentro de los Geth.
The Geth on your homeworld aren't the same ones who work with Saren. They have different factions.
Good. Maybe some of them will kill each other. Fewer for us to deal with. The only Geth that matter to me are the ones that took away our world.
Vale, esos son todos, pero es que aquí aún no se explica del todo la historia entre los Geth y los quarianos, pero en el 3 ya veréis que no es todo blanco y negro.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Bueno, y nos queda un último almirante, el Corris.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Fue el que le sugirió que cambiara el nombre de procedencia de la...
I take no pleasure in this, Tali.
Bueno, el nombre de Tali.
But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Vale, háblame de la nave laboratorio.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Geth torturados. Bueno, serían partes de miembros de los Geth, pero bueno. Háblame del nombre de tu nave.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
¿Y por qué no renuncias a su nombre?
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally
Bueno, es
entertained
porque
the
no te
idea
vas a
of
otra nave.
requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib-Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Desprecio por Tali.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we
Y
wronged.
tiene toda la
The
razón.
Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did.
Nosotros
We
intentamos
tried
matar.
to kill them.
Lógicamente, se defendieron. Y las luchas internas entre los almirantes.
Even the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Así que abogas por la paz.
Can we coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all do. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Bueno, vamos a preguntarle al Geth qué opina de la paz.
Do you think the Geth would be willing to accept a truce with the Quarians, Legion?
We did not seek hostilities with creators. We fought for continued existence.
So your people would be open to peace?
Not without additional data that suggests coexistence is possible or desirable for creators. When the creators have believed victory is possible, they have attacked us 100% of the time.
I understand. It would be difficult to argue for peace when faced with odds like those. That does not mean the
Me recuerda un poco a la historia de Matrix que aparece en la serie de animación Animatrix, de cómo empezó las máquinas, cómo empezó la guerra entre los humanos y las máquinas. Bueno, adiós.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
¿Ves? Me cae mejor Coris que, por ejemplo, Gerrel, aunque en este juego pues te ponen a Gerrel bueno y Coris malo. Pero bueno, son opiniones personales. No sé si vosotros estaríais a favor de destruir a los Geth o de intentar hablar con ellos para que haya paz. No sé qué haríais vosotros. Dejadlo en la caja de comentarios. Bueno, vamos ya a la nave.
If anyone can retake the Alarai...
Is that really a Geth, Talizora? The guards at the docking bay said...
Don't worry, it's under our control. With luck, it will help us retake the Alarai.
If you say so. Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Normandy.
¿Sabes qué hay allí?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
Geth.
I'm afraid I don't know much.
¿Qué va a
Not
haber?
many Marines
Geth.
made it
Un
back from
huevo
the
de
initial
Geth.
assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Vale, pues vamos para allá.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Buena suerte. Vale, lo vamos a dejar aquí. En el siguiente capítulo, pues, destruiremos a todos los Geth que hay en esta nave. Y a ver si encontramos alguna prueba que es, se dice Senore. No, bueno. Alguna prueba para demostrar que Tali no mandó Geth a esta nave. Bueno, espero que os haya gustado el capítulo. Si es así, dadle un like al vídeo. Si aún no estáis suscritos a mi canal, suscribiros. Acordaos de activar la campanita para recibir las notificaciones de cuando subo un vídeo. También en la descripción tenéis un enlace a la lista de reproducción de esta serie, donde están colgados todos los capítulos, y si queréis comentar algo, dejadlo en la caja de comentarios. Sobre todo indicadme en este capítulo, en los siguientes, qué queréis hacer con Mass Effect 3. Si juego por mi cuenta la primera vez el juego con la importación de esta partida, con lo cual tenéis todo lo que hicimos en el 1 y en el 2 en el 3, y después empiezo a grabar en la segunda vuelta, con lo cual tendremos, bueno, mejoras comparado con la primera vuelta, aunque tendremos un nivel bastante más elevado, con lo cual será un poco más fácil. O si que ya queréis que empiece directamente con la importación del Mass Effect 2. Y bueno, nada más, que tengáis un buen día y hasta el siguiente vídeo.